What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Kolgarr Reacts, and in this one I'm reacting to Dream Escapes Prison on the Dream SMP. Now, I don't actively follow the Dream SMP storyline, but I think it's really cool the way that these content creators have banded together to have all these different points of view and perspectives to create this massive universe of storylines and cool content. So I want to keep up on what's happening, and I figured I'd watch this KianKSG video because I've seen a few videos of his in the past, and he does a really good job of recapping things. I have seen a few of the Technoblade clips because there were some really funny moments in his stream, but I actually don't know like entirely what happened, and it was only from Technoblade's perspective. So I'm assuming there will probably be some other perspectives. I don't know. We'll see. Before we get into the video, I would really appreciate if you guys could hit that subscribe button. It's free to help with the channel, and you can always unsubscribe later if you don't like the content. Let's get into the video.
Has just broke Dream out of prison, and it has led to many things such as Rambo's death, a fight between Dream and Sapnap, and much more. So let's get into it.
How many times has Rambo died? They have 3 canon lives, I'm pretty sure.
They discussed that Rambo has been taken to prison and that Technoblade is needed to break Dream and Rambo out. At this current moment, we don't really know why Rambo was taken into the prison, and all we got to see was him being punched into the entrance.
Oh, it's a cool little blueprint map.
They then go to Technoblade's secret
room, there's big blueprints.
And see a bunch of the prison blueprints on the wall. Technoblade had gained these blueprints from Dream, as Dream helped build the prison, and I guess he saved a version of the blueprints so that he could hide them. It's almost as if
wait, we saw this on the last
why else would you need to keep a copy of
the last recap
in a mountain? And we'll get more into that later because there's kind of proof that he wanted to be in the prison. They take down the blueprints off of the wall and head back towards Technoblade's house and make sure that they have all the gear ready to break inside of the prison. Technoblade had made sure that he has sets of armor for both Rambo and Dream so that when they're in there, they can both get fully geared up and not potentially die to one of the guards. And other than that, he has milk, fire res potions, golden apples, ender pearls, things that are going to be very useful once he's inside the prison because he's going to have to fight through guards and swim through lava. And this is around about the time that Technoblade tells Nikki and Filza that they're not going to be going inside the prison with him and are instead going to be distracting people on the outside.
I feel like having numerous people inside helping break people out. Well, I guess if there's 2 people you have to break out, maybe multiple people would be helpful, but at the same time they could also just be tripping over each other. So yeah, this is the clip I saw. He was like hell bent on having his dog with him.
To swim through the lava and up to the main cell entrance. He swims through the lava surrounding the main cell and then is met with
a lot of the clips I saw were just like how scuffed the lore was because things just kept happening that weren't supposed to happen.
Due to the mining fatigue, he can't actually mine through the glass or anything like that, so he places TNT down next to the glass blocks and explodes the entrance to this prison cell. This causes the prison alarms to go off, but now Dream is able to escape. He places down an ender chest and allows Dream to get all the items that he had prepared. They then proceed to swim back through the lava, in which they are met with Sam telling Dream to get back in his cell. They run past him, firing a few arrows at him, and proceed to swim further into the prison so that they can go and save Rambo. During this, Sam chooses to kill Apollo.
Unbelievable. He's clearly never seen any of the videos where the main characters have dogs. Never kill their dog. Wait, Bad Boy Halo's a prison guard? What? I thought it was just Sam.
They can get fully geared in seconds and then come back to Dream and Techno. This is because they have beds and
shows how much I know.
Set up in the main guard areas and have tunnels that lead directly to anywhere in the prison, so that if something like this happens, they can constantly apply pressure and fight. Dream and Techno manage to get further inside of the prison while still fighting. So far this has just been Technoblade's point of view, which is you know, not ideal. I wanted to, because I know a lot of stuff happened with a lot of different people. So Technoblade pulls out the prison blueprints and puts them on the wall to take a look at where he could possibly place TNT and blow up an entrance into one of the cells. And whilst all of this is happening, Dream starts to get super nervous, thinking that they're probably going to die or get trapped inside the prison. So he says to Technoblade that we don't need Rambo and we should just run away and save ourselves. But Technoblade doesn't like this and tells Dream that he came in for both of them and he isn't leaving until both of them are saved. Technoblade works out where the cells are.
What happens next is what I saw that was like really funny.
Into a gap inside of the prison. He drinks some more milk and mines a few more blocks and is greeted into one of the cells, which should have Rambo in. But instead, we get greeted with Connor, who was placed in prison for stolen valor, and more specifically,
That was what I
fake military ID at Chick-fil-A. They get Connor out of his cell and then meet Rambo in
a little bit of a comic relief there.
giving him gear so he doesn't die, and then proceed back through the prison and to the gap which Techno mined into the prison through. They run through the tunnel that Techno had mined out under the prison and escape to the outside world, in which they are met with pretty much the majority of the server waiting for them. They have heard about Dream's escape and none of them are very happy about this. So it leads to an all-out fight with
because they were all there when they put him in prison, so I guess it makes sense.
During this fight though, Sam tries to speak to Rambo and shows Rambo a picture of Michael being Rambo and Turbo's kid, and apparently Sam has kidnapped Michael and using that against Rambo so that Rambo takes off all of his armor and becomes Sam's hostage. Sam tells Technoblade to bring Dream back here or he'll kill Rambo, and because Dream doesn't really care about Rambo and chooses to run away, Sam then goes and finishes off Rambo, killing him and apparently taking all of his canon lives, because after this,
so he
we
didn't
do
have
see Rambo turn into a ghost.
he didn't have
Run away towards Techno's house,
and he left. That was his last one.
Who was trying to kill them. And once they arrive, they give their final goodbyes to Dream as he runs off into the forest to begin hiding from everyone. But weirdly, he doesn't actually hide and instead meets up with a bunch of different people as if he's basically untouchable and a god. Now the order of all of this stuff gets quite confusing due to it being across multiple different people's streams.
Yeah, I want to see.
Dream
okay.
proceeds to meet up with Puns and gets given a few items from Puns, and Puns seems really happy to see Dream out of prison. As we know, Tommy paid Puns to basically help him put Dream in prison, and for Puns and Dream
I didn't know that.
happy to see each other feels super weird and shouldn't really be happening. It was almost as if it was part of Dream's plan for Puns to betray him, and now that this whole plan has worked out, they are extremely happy because they can finish off the plan. And they do even mention talking about a plan and how they plan to meet up in that specific area and much more. And I'll probably go more in
Why does
depth
Puns
into
have a
everything
shulker
in
box?
different video, but this feels like it may lead to something big in the future. After that, Dream goes and visits the exile camp, which he sent Tommy to be exiled at, and he waits there until Tommy arrives and then proceeds to threaten Tommy, saying that he'll kill him.
This is actually another funny clip I saw.
Over and over again. Obviously, Tommy doesn't want that to happen.
Where he accidentally kills him, and then that wasn't actually part of the plan.
So Tommy runs away and runs to Techno's house, which is where he meets Phil and finds out that Phil and Techno were the ones who broke Dream out. And because of that,
I didn't know about
he doesn't
this.
really know whether he can trust them, because why would they break Dream out? Phil explains that it was just business and they don't actually have any feelings towards Dream, but it's still kind of weird for them, especially because Tommy obviously doesn't know about the whole syndicate and anything like that. It's a bit out of place in his head. He calms down a bit more and decides to head back to his home and begins to build a border around his house, because he believes that Dream will probably come after him again, and he feels a lot safer if he builds a border and a wall. He also meets up at Quackity around that time and talks to him about Dream escaping the prison and much more. And Quackity tells
This
him
is
to get
like
rid
the
of
big
cobblestone
Quackity
wall
storyline was the
and
big
set them
announcement
out
that
of
I
obsidian
saw.
and yellow concrete, obviously replicating the walls of L'Manberg. Dream then heads towards Snowchester, as that's where his
This was
knight
another
armor
funny
is
clip
being
that I
kept,
saw.
but is met with Sapnap, who has stolen the armor, as he doesn't want Dream to get all of his powerful stuff back and become
Or they're
a
just
god
staring at him on the
server again.
stairs.
They begin to fight and chase each other, but they are both too strong to actually be killed. So Dream threatens to destroy Konoko Kingdom if he doesn't get his armor back, and that really scares Sapnap, leading him to run back to Konoko Kingdom and meet up with Carl, saying that they need to protect the country. But in the end, Sapnap does keep this armor for now, and I presume that Dream will come back to Konoko Kingdom and threaten to blow it up or burn it down or something to get this armor back, because it feels weird for him to threaten Konoko Kingdom and then just disappear after that. Because of there being so many different streams at once and so many different people doing different storylines or different
Yeah, I
branches
would
of
like a
storyline, it
recap
was
of like
very hard to
everything that
cover
happened.
everything in this video, so I plan on making more videos about these little kind of
Got it.
things with Puns and Dream and such in future videos. Make sure you do subscribe. I'm also planning to make the Quackity video at some point this week, hopefully. But yeah, there is so much stuff going on, and if you're not subscribed,
Great.
subscribe.
I will I'll pay attention to those. Well, there you have it. A little bit of a recap on Dream escaping the prison. Now, he said he was going to do other videos with other perspectives. That is what I was looking for, because one perspective that I did see for the most part was Techno. So probably want to see the other video just to get a different idea of what happened in other stuff, because I didn't know anything about the Tommy stuff. I don't think I've ever seen anything about puns. Yeah, that kind of stuff. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate if you guys hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you want me to react to more Dream SMP stuff or even Minecraft stuff in general. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.